Oh my god, look at that. Oh no. Yeah, it really helps when the text blends into the background like that.
I am so scared of Kefka's laugh.
By the way, if anyone's wondering, this is the top 10 scariest things in non-horror games, according to SpeedyMan153.
Nothing says scary like Kirby's epic yarn.
Oh, of course, like a tiny pink string thing flopping around and bouncing around in brightly colored environments, so frightening. Or that cloud is utterly horrifying.
I have are happy and joyful. There are some that are filled with downright fear. So I've zeroed it down to my 10 scariest things in video games. Down to the rules. Number 1, there can only be one game and moment per franchise. And second, these can only be from non-horror video games.
Like Dead Space.
Exactly, like Dead Space. That's a romantic dating sim.
But if it's in a non-horror video game, it can take you completely by surprise, having a more prolonged effect. So without further ado, let's take a step into the dark corners of my mind. Don't get lost.
Yeah, nothing's scarier than Super Paper Mario.
Oh, it's, this thing that turns into some spider thing. Ah. Nothing says terrifying like me.
Pokemon? Are you kidding me?
Everybody knows that Pokemon
What?
is a game for
Okay, maybe some of the Pokemon effects like stealing your soul and Gengar being like Clefable Shadow might be a little bit eerie or interesting.
Such as the original Lavender Town, Giratina, and the...
Oh, fuck off with that shit. People seriously overstate the whole Lavender Town scariness
The old
thing.
chateau!
Several aspects led me to this. The music that plays is completely unnerving. It's so quiet that whenever I come to the Pokemon, my heart always stops.
I haven't played this Pokemon game. Is it basically the Lavender Town of whatever game that is?
It's one building, and for ghosts they have like...
that there are actual human ghosts in this place.
Yeah, see, it's the exact same sprite as people.
You know who I'm calling.
Had to make the reference.
Oh, screw you.
Mr. and Mrs. Cutter creep the hell out of me. Now you
So, we're only 2 entries into his top 10 list, and he's already convinced me that he could be scared by absolutely anything.
Involving old couple and a sparrow and... You know what? I'm not going into any further detail. I've talked way too much about things that have inspired Okami, so you can look it up for yourself.
He doesn't like telling the myth about the Goryo because he craps his pants whenever he talks about it.
The sun turning red,
Yeah.
It just scares him that much. See, there's an old couple, and then there's a sparrow, and oh god!
Terrifying when I first met these two. And after breaking into their house at night and dragging her into the light, holy f***!
Oh, look at that shadow doing a crazy jig. That is so frightening.
Oh my god, a shadow that looks like paper! Where's my magic celestial brush?
Portal and Portal 2 are dark games.
What?
While
You're kidding
we all
me.
agree that there are a lot of quirky and funny moments. At points, these games get really dark and sinister.
No, they don't.
As such is when you confront
Well, okay,
Gladys
yeah,
at the
they
time
are,
in Portal 2.
I guess, sorta sinister, or at least have a sinister undertone. But come on, these games are lighthearted, fun, and quirky.
Sinister, yeah, like Cave Johnson's Lemon speech. So scary and frightening.
The room changes color and brightness. As Wheelie and GLaDOS switch bodies, their reactions are terrifying.
Oh my god, if he thinks that's scary, he must crap his pants whenever he hears a T-Pain song. Or Kanye West, or Lil Wayne, or Kesha, or the Black Eyed Peas, or Auto-Tune the News. He has a heart attack whenever he hears Auto-Tune the News.
Fear the Auto-Tune!
Death metal and gothic rock must be way too intense for this kid.
It must be.
Evanescence is too dark for me. I prefer to listen to the musical musings of
You wanna know the reason I didn't want
What?
to get No More Heroes 2? This fucker. Matt Helms is... I think Travis says it best. This guy
He does know that this is
has
supposed to be like a parody
many
character, right?
memories of horror movies I've seen at my uncle's house.
I'm going
Just
to
everything about this
assume
guy is just
no.
plain wrong. He's a big fat guy drenched in blood, wearing a smiley mask.
Come on, this is every fucking horror cliche.
Heard this guy talk?
It's stupid.
I mean, God! Oh, the scary doesn't stop there.
If the Pokemon met, if that old Chateau in Pokemon freaked him out, this must give him like a heart attack whenever he plays this game.
Well, that was gross. What? What's a kid doing here?
I'm gonna kill you.
What's that?
Oh, listen to that elevator music. It's heart-stopping.
That's creepy.
You cannot kill someone who's
Yeah. Watching a buck-naked little kid waddling away is just so utterly terrifying.
Shadow of the Colossus is an amazing game.
Oh,
But
fuck you. Don't
unfortunately,
ruin
I
one of
haven't been
my
blessed
favorite
with the
games ever.
opportunity to play it.
Okay, maybe the
There is
last
one
Colossus is
Colossi
kind
that
of
terrifies
intimidating.
me. That's right, it's the 10th Colossus, the Sand Tiger Dirge. Well, Dirge is
No,
one of
not-
the
not
smaller
this one.
Colossi. Unlike the others, he is
Come
fully aggressive and actually
on.
willingly attacks you. Upon the fight starting, you need to ride away on your horse just to survive, and his
Like
bite
with
does
every other
more
Colossus.
damage than being stood on. As he surfaces, he reveals his soul-piercing eyes.
The eyes that all the other Colossi have.
Yeah, every single Colossi in the game has those eyes.
Oh, look, it's Justin Bieber.
Oh. Great, now I can't play this game anymore.
How long is this reference gonna drag on for?
This is the only
Too
time he's
long.
vulnerable. After shooting him, he'll go out of control and crash into a wall. This thing makes me feel alone and defenseless.
Him crashing into a wall like Wile E. Coyote makes you feel alone and defenseless.
What?
I'm just gonna repeat that. A giant snake flopping around and crashing headfirst into a wall like a Looney Tune makes him feel alone and defenseless.
Man, this show needs a bigger budget.
This guy's like the biggest freaking pussy ever.
Well, he had to get the obligatory live-action skit out of the way, I guess.
Oh, of course.
While I love the Metroid series,
Metroid?
I have to admit this series is pretty damn scary. I highly debated
so
with
what's it gonna
myself
be?
and friends for a single
If he says the
game
SAX, I'll give him that
I
one.
was really tempted to go with the GFMC
Or
Hive
Nightmare,
tunnel
I guess.
from Metroid Prime 2.
I'd say mostly the
Then I
SAS just because you
remembered
can't
the
like kill it and it just
terrifying
stalks you
experience
everywhere,
from
or...
Super Metroid.
Oh, Super
Yeah,
Metroid, never mind then.
true.
Just after recovering from a horrifying list entry from the Laughing Autark.
The
It was a
oh my
dark,
god,
cloudy
those
autumn
bastards.
with no
Fuck
one else in
that.
the house.
No. Fuck
I
that
just
and
had my
fuck you.
breakfast consisting of
You know, now that I think about it, he is a ripoff of
Fine!
that guy, isn't he?
Here it is.
He sounds exactly like them too. Mother Brain?
Yes. Mother
Yeah, remember how she
Brain is the
how she turns into a
scariest thing
bobblehead
in
whenever you hit her with a hyper beam? That is so scary.
Her. One-eyed brain with a dinosaur body, drooling, stumbling back and forth, screaming. The
Yeah,
music,
stumbling
cramped
back and
space,
forth, and
this
constantly
was
bumping her head on the ceiling. That is
But
so
you know how I
scary.
dealt with this and the terror that followed? I bought Super Metroid, got through it, and kicked her smug ass. To finish,
Well, ain't you a
know
big,
what's funny?
strong, manly man?
I actually find her 16-bit rendition from Super Metroid
Like, you hear that?
scarier
He
than her
bought
HD
the game
rendition
and
from
kicked her
Upload.
ass.
Oh, Mr. Speedy Man conquers his fears. He's not gonna let Mother Brain hold him back.
Yeah. Oh, but you better watch out for that old
Along
couple.
with Shadow of the
Like,
Colossus, the Metal Gear
that
Solid
shit's
franchise
scary.
is an amazing game series, which I haven't had the opportunity to play. Now, I know what you're all
So,
thinking.
if it's Metal Gear Solid, Psycho Man, well, that's the obvious choice.
Well, as weird
Crying
and
Wolf,
insane as
maybe?
he is,
Who else could
I
it
find him
be?
pretty cool,
The
really
Pain?
creative.
The fear? The
There is
fury?
another boss in this franchise that is even scarier.
I don't know, who?
That's right. I'm talking about the Sorrow.
Oh, the Sorrow, of
Oh.
There's
course.
so much about this
great.
guy I don't understand. I've watched cutscenes and done my research on him, but I can't find much sense about him. Well, here's what I can
Yeah.
get.
Something in the Metal
The
Gear
Shadow is
universe
the
that
embodiment of
doesn't
sorrow.
make sense.
He is extremely.
Oh my god, did you hear him?
especially
Hey guys,
eyes
did you know
bleeding.
the Sorrow is the embodiment of sorrow?
Is
No
already-
way.
What?
If
No.
that's not creepy enough, it
Come on.
entirely
I thought he was the
consists
embodiment of
spirits
sunshine, parties, and
killed,
smiles.
haunting you. Just the thought of spirits of
I
the
mean,
dead
just
coming to
disregard
play
the
is
fact that he
extremely
throws the dead
unsettling.
souls
Plus,
of the
his
enemies
only
you've
attack
killed,
doesn't
and
damage you. It
he hits
just
you with
does
jump
this.
scares.
You know, I think the real scariest part for this guy was the
Well,
Hideo
that's all I need to tell
Kojima
you
paintings
about
in
Sorrow.
the first Metal Gear game. Oh, the paintings are laughing! Oh my god! Ugh. Well, we're getting close to the top of the list, so maybe we'll see some actually scary stuff now.
Turn away now if you.
Oh my god, look at that pink hair and giant green eyes. That's... Oh my
Video
god.
is insane. Even the URL of the footage knows he's f***ed up. Just looking at this guy.
Hey,
shivers down
your,
my spine.
circle was a little
Albedo is a
off-center,
sadistic
buddy.
psychopath who spends most of his time
Are
brutally
people really
murdering
this
everyone he
afraid
sees.
of Xenosaga?
That's not all. Because he has the power
I mean, look how animated it is. It's just so frightening how big the eyes are, and how purple the blood is in this video.
Have a lot of strange and disturbing lines, but some of them being pretty poetic.
Ah, my belle Pash. There's no need to tremble like that.
Nothing says horrifying like French.
What is the most horrifying language on the face of the planet?
If that ain't enough, just watch this.
Je m'appelle Speedy Man 153.
God,
Je
this
t'aime
guy is
a
fucked
giant
up beyond
fucking
belief.
wimp. I apologize to anyone who sees this and speaks French.
I believe it's time to talk about a game from a series which has been overtaken by a bunch of insane rabbits. Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc.
Are you
What?
kidding me?
No idea how many times I've replayed this game over the years and loved it. But would you guess that there
It's
was
not
something
the Gears of
missing
War
for
screaming
5
demon
years?
spawn that you showed at the
This may
beginning of the
seem a bit
video.
strange,
No,
but
that's
it's
baby
not.
talk.
But it's
This is
mainly because
Rayman's the scariest thing.
of how much it traumatized me.
I don't even know what to say.
Rayman traumatized
These
you?
guys are serious when the entire desert is named after them.
What, so now he has post-traumatic stress disorder and flips out whenever he sees like a rabbit or a
I
plunger?
have to say, this was
He
the
just sees
most
plungers
serious
flying at him whenever he
warning
steps
I
out his
ever
door and
heard
has to
in a
duck and
video
cover.
game. This quickly followed by
Oh my god, no! Cartoon violence! What am I gonna do? Ah!
Well, I'm utterly speechless.
these things are.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Oh yeah, look how slow they move. That's so scary.
To hunt you down.
Look how easily you can outrun them.
But the scariest parts were as I soon found out. First, these things cannot be killed. They will hunt you down relentlessly. Also, these things can kill you in just a few hits. They're always placed at the worst and most horrifying moments. You can't kill them, you can't survive them, and they are everywhere.
You know,
But don't forget,
that
not done yet.
the same could be said for, I don't know, better examples, like the SAX.
Before we see my scariest
Oh, don't do a
thing on
recap.
horror video games, let's recap.
Actually, since he's doing a recap,
10, the
and we've got a little bit of time before number 1, what do you think his number 1 pick is
Mr.
going to be?
and Mrs. Cutter from Okami. Number 8.
Well, he's a stereotypical nerd, so I'm gonna say probably Gygas since he showed like a bunch of clips of that in the beginning.
Number 6. Dirge from Shadow
Yeah,
of the Colossus.
Earthbound is one of those
Number 5,
things that
Mother
people
Brain from Super Metroid.
obsess
Number
over.
4, The Sorrow
Well, I mean,
And
like, given
everyone's-
the origins of Gygas and like the development behind it, I guess I can kind of give him that one.
Xenosaga.
I guess.
And number
Sort
2,
of.
The Kanaran from Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc.
You know he wants to, like, put Gygas there.
Oh, what do you know? Look at that.
time for my #1 scariest thing in video games. Ironic how this is from a Nintendo game.
To be fair, not a bad choice, I guess.
Well, in comparison to every other piece of crap he's put up here as being quote-unquote scary, then...
Well, here it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't really make up for the rest of his list, but I guess we could leave on a...
Oh, it goes to Spaceballs! That's the scariest movie ever!
This is going to be predictable from me. It has to be from a Zelda game. And this is mainly due to the multitude of this moment. And it has
don't do what I think you're doing.
All of it.
No!
Go fuck yourself, buddy.
Really scary.
Yeah, saving all the milk from the Goldman brothers is just the most scary thing you ever have to do.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I had a heart attack when I had to do that rock concert in the milk bar.
The moron said there can only be one game and moment per franchise. This idiot just broke his own rule.
Tingle, the giant.
Tingle?
Wait, what?
Tingle scares you.
Oh my god. He really is frightened by anything.
Tingle haunts your nightmares. Is he just like reading all the names of characters off of the Legend of Zelda wiki right now? Because it kind of sounds like he's doing exactly that.
Speedy Man 153, I want to talk to you directly for a second. You do understand that you just openly admitted to being scared of Tingle.
Dark things, disturbing content, and subtle horror themes seal it as #1.
Maybe if he just listed the alien invasion, or, I guess, the creeping dread of the time limit, perhaps I'd give it to him.
Oh look, Super Smash Bros. So scary.
But, come the fuck on.
You know, I bet putting all those jump scares together like almost killed Mr. Speedy Man when he like edited this video together. He had to relive all his most traumatic moments in like 5 seconds.
Well, considering how easily frightened he is of the most non-frightening things imaginable, that would not surprise me. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if he had to get someone else to edit the entire video together.
Someone else is editing it, and then he's just sitting in the corner like rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Clusignolo54 with a Fluttershy avatar says, nothing in this was scary at all.
And I'm gonna thumbs that comment up.
Truer words were never spoken.